Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be covering the third episode of She-Wolf of London because why fucking not? I said that I would review and talk about like almost all the episodes, not the LA ones. Let's just pretend those don't exist, okay? I mean like previously, I think I said before as well that like I wasn't going to do that, but you know what? Screw it. I'm going to commit to it, guys. So let's go. Basically, like this episode is called Moonlight Becomes You. It is super cheesy, because the werewolves transform because of this lunar light, and like obviously the moon doesn't have any like light of its own, so it's like what the fuck. Okay, so basically, yeah, like the premise is basically like at the beginning, I think it's Ian's birthday or something. Randy's trying to like surprise him with this like American breakfast, something like that. And basically, just like random ass woman like appears with a gun. She's like, "Yo, okay." She doesn't say that. She's like, "Hey, you have my twin brother, like, and I would appreciate if you give him back to me, or else I'll kill you." And they're like, "Oh shit." Like, we didn't do anything, I swear. And then she's like, bullshit. She shows up like a newspaper clipping where it looks exactly like the advertisement they put an ad for like people seeking like advice on the paranormal, which is basically like a friend to find like a cure for Randy. And basically, yeah, they're like, well, this is interesting because like she says like he's a werewolf or something, and they're like, oh, of course, nothing like that exists. It's just, yeah, you just must be smoking something weird. Just they don't say that obviously because they probably, yeah, get shot. Anyways, yeah, so basically Randy has to be admitted to this psychiatric hospital. Well, I mean like basically an asylum. And it's pretty inaccurate. I've never been to an asylum before. I mean, there's no such thing. I mean, like there was obviously back then, but it's like, yeah, is nothing. Like the mental institutions here are nothing like they were back then because that show's messed up. But yeah, it was definitely like inaccurate portrayals of mental illness. It just, yeah, it didn't really accurately portray it, and they didn't like, it wasn't. They could have like gone like on a more serious note, but they totally didn't. Like it was just like, are you kidding me? Um, yeah, it was just no, it wasn't taken seriously. But yeah, anyways, like basically she gets admitted to um yeah, like, yeah, admits her there. Which, like, the thing is, I mean, it wouldn't be that easy, honestly, to admit someone into a psychiatric hospital and like, oh yeah, my friend, is I believe she's a werewolf or something. And he's like, okay, I'll take her in and I'll just bring her to a big ass room with a lot of people. No, I mean that wouldn't be the case because like, I mean, I'm pretty sure like an inpatient, like people don't share like a huge room, like a huge room full of beds, because like if the person has like violent tendencies and like altercations took place, I think usually it's kind of like, I've never been to inpatient before, but I think like people have their separate rooms or they share a room with one other person, but it's not like a huge room because that would, yeah, because shit could go down. um so yeah, basically like he easily admits her in, which again is super inaccurate. I mean, it's a lot of paperwork and stuff like that, and of course, yeah, it's a whole process. I went to outpatient senior year of high school, so yes, it is a process. They can't just be like, oh yeah, we'll admit you in right now. Yeah, let's go. Can you come in next week? No, it's not like that. It takes time. Sometimes it can be fast, and it's gonna be slow. But anyways, yeah. Moving on. Basically, like Ian's trying to figure things out, about like more about Derek, and they think that like he's cured because like it's kind of like off the books, I think off the records, like it says he's gone, but really he's like trapped in this sort of like, it's not really a cage, but like it's kind of like a sort of like a fence, and like he's behind it. There's like plants or something for like the aesthetic to be more aesthetically pleasing. Just slow episodes, like it's just freaking weird. Again, I just don't like how like it wasn't very serious. Like, come on, it was a horror show. Like, be more, yeah, be more creepy with that stuff. Also, it was kind of disturbing when like basically it was interesting though. However, that the mad scientist used the serum to try and turn people into werewolves using their blood. Now that is not. I haven't seen that much in movies or shows of werewolves. Like usually you get like bit. Of course, like there's like some like Boy Who Cried Werewolf 2010, where she got infected by stepping on a glass with blood on it. But getting that like via like injection, like just clear looking liquid, that's relatively unique. I mean, it's usually like getting like bit by a werewolf or something, like being cursed. Like that are the two main things. Anywho, or being born werewolf. There you go. That's basically it. Anywho, yeah. So basically, like he wants to create like an army of werewolves, like not for monetary. I guess like not really for monetary value, but like to. Well, I guess possibly, probably like to send them to like soldiers and stuff like that. Um, will like make soldiers out of them, and basically, yeah, like it just. I mean, the ending is more. It ends on a more serious note. Oh, excuse me. Like basically, Ian gets captured, and they like find out. They're like, oh yeah. I mean, I think I think the doctor and his like assistant knew all along that like Ian was just like bullshitting them, but I think they wanted to get along with it to see like what happened just for like kicks. Basically like he got detained, and I mean, long story short, yeah, he got captured. Basically he got brought to the lab where like Randy got captured because they're going to give her a shot, but she's like, hell nah. So basically she like hid in that area, and basically she got captured too. And before he could like ink could get injected with the serum, basically she like pulls this like tube thingy, and then like it causes the levers to like switch on, and then yeah, turns a werewolf. Like Ian like yeets out of there after kicking into the balls, which is pretty hilarious. Basically like, runs out of hall, and then like Derek like goes after them first. His sister kills him, and he seems pretty relieved because the suffering's over. And then like Randy like goes down the hall, and then like she's about to shoot her, but Ian like tackles her, and then like Randy jumps out a window. And basically the woman's like, only a werewolf. I mean, only like the only way to kill a werewolf is by someone who loves them, which I guess that's also kind of unique because usually in movies it's like, hey, you want to kill a werewolf? Get a fucking silver bullet or like decapitate them. Duh. That's the way to do it. Silver bullets. Let's go. Um, so it's kind of interesting how it's just like only a loved one can kill a werewolf. I mean, I think that's necessarily true. I mean, I don't know if that's true in the show. I mean, don't really find out. Yeah, because at the show it ends without Randy. Um, basically, yeah, like she contemplates like killing herself. Like you notice that like starring with this episode. Um, it just yeah, it's pretty sad, but it's understandable. And Ian's like, no, we're going to find a cure. Like, so like that, like, please don't give up. And yeah, it's basically the gist of the episode. I hope you guys like this synopsis. So be sure to subscribe. I post videos on Mondays and Fridays. Give this a big thumbs up or a big thumbs down. And I'll see you guys in a few days. All right. Peace out. Bye. Bye bye.